And here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Wayne, and today we're going to be looking at a new piece of software as of December 15th, 2019. This software has only been on the market roughly about, I would say, between 3 weeks to 4 weeks. And I would say that you're very fortunate to be listening to this video at this point in time, and I'll show you why. Now, first of all, let's look at Bitcoin itself in terms of where it is, in terms of where we think it's going, in terms of the price point. And then we will look at the mechanism that this software allows us to acquire as much Bitcoin as we possibly can over the next few years. Now, from the video that you've just watched, it is quite clear that this can help to change your financial future moving forward into the future. Now, I'm not a financial advisor by any stretch of the imagination, but I believe that if you are educated properly and you're aware of what's going on within the space, it will put you in a much better position to make an educated decision. So first of all, let's have a quick look at Bitcoin price chart. And this is just from a very popular website called CoinMarketCap. CoinMarketCap. So basically, if you type that into Google and you type Bitcoin price chart with it, it will bring you to this particular page. Now, I find this page very interesting for several reasons. The first reason is it shows you the maximum supply of Bitcoin that would ever be created. And that number is right here, 21 million Bitcoins. Okay, after 21 million Bitcoins are mined, then that's it. The tap gets shut off and there will be no more Bitcoins. Now, what that means is that anyone who is fortunate enough to have Bitcoins would obviously be similar to digital gold. The price would absolutely go up, no question about it. It's about supply and demand. So that's the total number of Bitcoin. But let's see as of today where that is. So far, we have over 18 million Bitcoin that's been mined already. Okay, so 18 million out of the 21 million supply. Now that gives us a difference of roughly about 2 million. So over the next few years, whether that's 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, whatever that is, however long it takes in order for these other 2 million Bitcoins to be mined, then we will hit our maximum supply. Now, if you look at the top of here, it gives you the amount in dollar value, okay? And as you look at this number, that's $128 billion, okay? So a lot of people like to think, well, oh yeah, this is just magic money. But I would say that 128,639,750,689 would strongly disagree with you, okay? So basically what I'm saying is I think this is here to stay for the long term, okay? So let's look at what you can do about this. So if we look at the chart itself and we have a look back in time, and of course, it would be nice if we had a time machine that we can go back to 2014 or even further back to 2008, 2009. At that time, in 2008, 2009, if you were lucky enough to know about Bitcoin at that time, when Bitcoin was only 20 cents, then $1 would have given you, what's that, 5 Bitcoins with $1. Okay, if you had put in $500, obviously you would have, $100. If you put $100 in at that time, 100 times 5 is 500. You would have had 500 Bitcoins, okay? And of course, over time, as you can see here in 2014, the price point was at $140. Then you had a little increase right here, 670, 700, right? And if I follow my mouse along the chart right here in 2015, you can see the corresponding price. Okay, so 2015, 200, 296, etc. You're pretty much flat. 2016 starts to rise a little bit at $350. And it starts to going into 2017. It starts to really gain a little bit more momentum. The price point starts changing rapidly, right? 600. And then towards the end of 2018, the price starts to just take off. Okay, and then it got all the way up to almost $20,000 for one single Bitcoin from 20 cents back in 2008. Of course, since then, the price of what we call retraced, right? And these are not necessarily trading or technical terms, they're just my observation, right? And looking at this chart and reading from what we can see here, down to $3,745, and this is in 2019, which we're in, all right? And the price, again, it went back up to over $12,000, and today, which is December 15th, like I said, the price is at 7,400.90. Okay. Now, knowing that in April of next year that Bitcoin halving would occur, which would definitely affect this, then it seems to be a reasonable conclusion that if you're looking at this prior to a rise of this Bitcoin over the next few years, it would be wise to try and accumulate as much of it as possible. Okay, so let's say, for example, let's just do some quick math. The price is at 7,000. Let's say you somehow were able to acquire $5,000 worth of Bitcoin, or even 7,000 for one full Bitcoin. But let's say it was just 5. When the price gets to 7 times 2, which is 14, which is somewhere around here, your $5,000 would have become $10,000, obviously. All right, and as the price continues to increase over time, if you hold it long enough, when it gets to 20,000, it would go from 10 to 20, okay, from just starting out with 5. So I don't have to impress upon you any more than what the numbers are telling you straight off the bat. So then the question is, how can we acquire Bitcoin? What mechanism can we use? If we get into the mining game, which is some people do, you need to have quite a lot of money and expenses in order to do that. But what if we were to acquire Bitcoin, some of those Bitcoins that were already in existence? Would that make sense? And absolutely. Now, this company that we've come across, or this piece of software called ZmartBit, is designed to help you to earn crypto in your wallet. So let's have a quick look at exactly how we are able to do this using this particular company called ZmartBit with a Z. Okay, so what this company is, they have a blockchain software, right, that allows the payment to be split from the point of sale, as I like to call it. Okay, and to my knowledge, this is one of the first software like this is available. So when a purchase is made, the software actually splits up that payment into 3, and we'll have a look at that in just a moment. So once you purchase this piece of software, you're actually given 4 licenses. Right now, before we even get there, the first thing I would suggest that you do is take a look at this smartbit.com and bookmark it. Okay, so you can bookmark this right on your smartphone. All right. Now, in the event that may be, let's say, a little bit difficult for you to do, I have a mobile site that you can also use for that purpose as well. Okay, and you can do the same thing. So this is HTTPS, right? ZMART software.now.site. This is a mobile site that I've set up for my team. Okay, so if you go through it, you will see that it has a login page. All right, it allows you to log in from your mobile phone. It also has a video on here that gives some explanation as to how it works. And over time, we will be able to change this video to provide you with the latest video explanation. All right, now right here is also the login for your ZmartBit, and of course at the bottom we've got a couple of pictures, etc. So the first thing that you can do as well is to just go to the top of the screen, as you can see right here with that button. You click on it and you can save that to your home page as well. Now, one other thing is, if you want to be able to come into this webinar later as well, there is also a button here that you can click on that will take you right into the webinar from your smartphone or your tablet or your computer. So that should help quite a bit with our team members once you are ready to move forward. So let's have a look at how this system works. And once you bookmark it, obviously, the bookmark would appear on your smartphone. And again, it gives you very easy access to your back office. Now, the company that you're looking at, this particular piece of software, they've been involved in various Bitcoin opportunity in the past, over the past few years. And like many of us entrepreneurs who have taken those opportunities, sometimes some of those companies take advantage of the fact that all the Bitcoin end up in their company wallets. And after a few months of having quite large deposits, sometimes those companies just disappear, okay, after 3 or 4 months or 6 months, etc. Now, these guys have been through that as well, and they say there's got to be a better way. So what they came up with was with this software that allows you from the inception of the payment, from the point of sale, to be distributed right into your pocket. If you're getting a commission from the sale of this license or of this software, it goes directly into your pocket. So let's have a look at how this breaks down. So the cost of the software is $260 USD equivalent in Bitcoin. It is important to know that this is not US funds. It is the US equivalent in Bitcoin. So you're paying for this with Bitcoin. So from the $260, $10 of it go towards the software developers. The other $250 gets divided into two, and two different people get paid from that payment. Now, once you have logged in, whoever sent you this video, you will be able to go to your email or WhatsApp or by whatever means they have sent you a link. And once you've registered with your username and password, etc., very simple registration process, it will take you into your back office that looks very similar to this. Okay, so when you click on the purchase, you have this QR code that you can pay directly with Bitcoin. And this is the point of sale that I was talking about a little bit earlier. So when that payment is made, it doesn't go into a company's pocket. The company gets their $10 software fee, right? Software license fee for the software developers, and the $250, as I mentioned to you, gets split up into two different parts right from the point of sale, which is great because it means that the people that made that sale would be benefiting from it. Now, this is just the beginning of this application. I can see in the future where this point of sale could be something like a restaurant, or it could be anything, any business where that payment is made in Bitcoin or some other cryptocurrency as well. And you, as the person that did the referral, are part of this whole team. Everyone can get paid in real time. So let's have a look at how this software license is sold. Like this gives you a graphic of exactly how the organization unfolds. So let's say that that's you and you got started. When you made your payment, of course, your payment was paid to the person who, half of it went to the person that invited you to this platform, and the other half went to that individual's upline, whether it's him or her. So let's look at it from your point of view. So you came in and you brought in this gentleman whose username, let's say, is Bitcoin King as an example. So he paid his $260 USD worth of BTC. And from that, of course, as I said to you, $10 go towards the software developers, $125 go to you, $125 go to whoever your upline is. But let's not have a look at what he does. So once he made his first sale, let's say as an example, right, that half a payment goes to him, the other half goes to you, which is pretty good, right? And his second sale from his license, so whether somebody clicked on it online, whether he spoke to them directly, whether they came to a webinar, perhaps they watched the video, maybe this particular video that they're watching to have an understanding of how they work. They click and they sign up in real time. That commission is paid directly in real time. So what happens with this particular company, after you've made your first two payments, right, or made your two people have bought their licensing fee from you, from the software, okay, then you have basically received your money back. You've gotten the 125 times 2, so that's 150. Now, the third and the fourth sale, what happens is part of that funds, even though you receive the full 125, a portion of it is added towards your savings. And we will log into the back office of a live back office in a moment so you have a better understanding of how that works. Okay, so let's just say, for argument's sake, that for each software license you were able to receive $100. In this case, that would be 400, just again for simple math. And when this person purchases their license as well, their 4 license, of course, this gentleman gets paid and so do you. And so does this license, etc., etc. So if you do the math, 4 times 4 is 16. So you're receiving another 16 payments, okay, moving forward. And of course, each individual, it shows you how their organization breaks down, all right? Now, in this particular company, the ranks are in Spanish colors, because I believe the software developers that helped to create this software was obviously from a Spanish background. That's why you find most of the material as of today is in English, Spanish, and moving forward would be translated over into English. Now, when you first sign in, okay, you will notice that your rank is blanco, which is white in English. And then the second rank or second level, when your 2 people have sold 2 of their software license each, the system would prompt you to upgrade to the next level, which is verde, which is green in Spanish. And then there's amarillo, which is yellow, naranja, so orange. Then there's blue, okay, morando, bronze, plata, oro, and platino. Okay, so platino is the top rank that you can achieve through this system. And of course, this is with the first product that we have. Obviously, moving forward in the future, you will see that there will be more and more products and more usage of this particular software. So as I was showing you the numbers before, with the 4 licenses, that's directly under you, and then there is 16, right? As I was saying to you, that you benefit directly from this, the 32, 64, 128, etc. So you can see how the organization expands, right, and multiplies. So the idea would be that as you continue to build this organization, and as the system prompts you, you want to be able to level up, okay? So to move to the next level and the next level and the next level. All right, now as you can see here, it shows you that you can generate quite a significant amount of income moving forward paid to you in BTC. And now that you understand where BTC is going, it would make sense that over the next 12 months or so, or longer, that you continue to acquire as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. So let's have a quick look into a back office, right? So we can really have a look at how things work in the back end. So we're just going to log into a live account. So this will take just a moment. And once we've logged in, we will notice that as the system, as you join in real time, the system allows you to grab all the information. Let's say it's from your cell phone or your tablet, etc. So this is what a live back office looks like, okay? So when someone comes in and they purchase a license from you, from the 4 license that you have, you will see that the deposit is recorded here. Now, it's important to note that this is not the back office of the company. This is the funds that pass through to your wallet. Okay, so whatever Bitcoin wallet that you put in the system when you first signed up, then this will keep track of the funds that was deposited to your account. Now, here's where you have that saving balance, okay? So as you make your 3rd and 4th license sale, all right, you will see that the balance continue to increase as you move forward. Of course, it shows transactions, etc., and connections. Now, in order to see your licenses that are being sold, or your downline, as some people like to call it, right? You can simply click on the connections button right here. So view network, right? And by clicking on it, it will show you, and you will see the graphic of your group as they begin to expand. Now, in order to grab the link of anyone in your group, you can simply click on the copy, right? And if I open up a new tab here and just paste it in, you will see that it takes you straight to the sign up page for that particular individual. Okay, so this is a unique code to that particular person, right? So where their licenses can be sold from. So as you can see here, the first thing it asks you for, if you were the one signing up from this link, would be your Bitcoin address, your receiving address, okay, where the payment is going to be sent to. And of course, your email, the password, it confirms password, and then you click by signing up. You agree to the terms and condition, create my account, and literally within seconds, the whole thing is created. So it is a fantastic system, very simple, very doable. But there are some of you that ask, well, what do we get for that? Well, if we click on the Bitcoin University or the Crypto University right here, the whole idea is to educate people, educate you on what Bitcoin is all about, right? Because a lot of people don't have a lot of time to really explain to everyone step by step and answer your questions. So basically, what they have done, I believe, is very brilliant by putting together a crypto university that you can come in and you can watch any of these videos. And of course, there will be more and more added to it as we move forward. And as of today, which is the 15th of December, 2019, currently we have this mostly in Spanish, okay? So for example, it says aprender cómo usar Bitcoin, which means learn how to use Bitcoin, okay? That's in Spanish. So that would be obviously translated over into English. There's another one, cómo Bitcoin procesa transacciones, which means how Bitcoin transactions are processed, right? So obviously it's very easy to translate these into English, French, Cantonese, Mandarin, whatever language, to teach people how to use Bitcoin as we move forward. And of course, and as new things come out about the subject, obviously you'd be able to come into this back office and learn any new developments, etc. Here's another topic, ¿cuántos Bitcoin existientes? Meaning, how many Bitcoins are there in existence? Of course, we just covered some of that when I showed you about the total maximum amount of Bitcoin that would ever be in existence, which is 21 million. And currently we have 18 million of it being mined. So it gives you a very good opportunity of being at the right place at the right time. So guys, this is very, very simple, very, very easy to do. What I suggest to you is that you get back to the person that invited you to this opportunity, all right? And definitely get your questions answered, okay? And absolutely put this website on your phone so that you would be able to access this at any time, including being able to see any new videos that we have, being able to log into your back office, and absolutely being able to join the webinar whenever we're having one. Currently, we're doing one up until December 24th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. So that we can prepare for the new year. We want to be able to plant as many seeds as possible. So by January 1st, we are off to 2020 with a really good start and having planted some seeds prior to that. So with that, guys, I'm going to end this webinar. I'm going to say good night to everyone. And I will just stop the recording right now and answer any questions that you may have.